Well, good morning. I wanted to let you know what you can expect from me in terms of your homework and your grading. Everybody by now should have turned in all of their homework for week 1. And what you can expect from me is that my goal is always to have your assignments all graded and back to you by Friday of the following week. So you can expect from me by Friday to have all of your assignments graded. Okay, let's look at week 2, Introduction for the Philosophy of Learning. The things that we want you to look at as you begin to go through this week's materials is keep these questions uppermost in your mind. What is the role of the Bible in MDL's philosophy of learning? What expectations does MDL have of online learners, and how now and throughout the curriculum? So not just right now, but also as you're going through the rest of your courses. And what is the role of my learning in the larger context of interacting with the world around me? So how can you take what you've learned online and how do you use it? So those are the questions we want you to keep in mind as you go through this week's materials. So let's look at our lesson objectives. We're going to integrate writing skills to formulate an effective thesis statement. You're going to begin the process of learning how to write an effective paper. If it isn't a skill that you've already picked up, not to worry. You're going to be learning how to do that as we go along. Describe the role of God in the relationships your vocational calling. Many of you have indicated that you feel the call of the Lord in your life, and we want to know how your relationship and your vocational calling interrelate with your God's calling on your life. You're going to produce a personal profile page that we call an ePortfolio, and basically what that is, it's a web page on the internet that tells people a little bit about yourself, and we want you to use that page to help highlight some of the work that you've done or that you're going to be doing in this class. In some of the other classes that you have, you can put out some of your best work. It's a great way to let people know where you are and what you're doing in your coursework. And then finally, articulate and describe the philosophy, your philosophy of learning. So those are the things that we hope that you'll pick up today or this week. Your reading. So we have a Covey reading, we have a Smith reading, we have a Lunsford reading, and then finally we're looking at Moody Distance Learning Philosophy of Learning. That particular PDF is located in the resources folder, and we'll show you where that is in just a moment. You have another reading is called by Hack, and it's called Seeing Our Work the Way God Does. That's also located in the resource folder. You have some videos that we want you to watch. I strongly urge you to watch those videos. Use the information you gather there about how to write a thesis statement and how to build an ePortfolio. All right, we do have a skills builder, a writing skills builder. Again, it's non-graded. It's not going to count for your grade, but we do encourage you to go through it. It will help you learn how to write a thesis statement. Very important for all of your writing as you go through the rest of your career at Moody. Authoring a thesis statement. So you're going to have the opportunity to create 3 thesis statements, actually. What is a vocation? So we want you to tell us, write a thesis statement for that. Why is it important to know yourself as you think about or contemplate your vocational calling? And what role does your relationship with God play in your vocation? So those are the 3 things that we want you to write a thesis statement about. Again, watch the videos, read the materials, practice writing thesis statements. Again, it's really important for your academic career. Assignment number 3 is creating an ePortfolio. So we have Google sites that we direct people to. You can use other sites. We have absolutely no objection to you using other sites. If you want to create an e-portfolio, that's absolutely fine. Just be sure that when you're all done with it, that I have access to it so that I can grade it as part of your assignment. But here's some of the things we want in there. You can put your name, you can put an email address. If you have a photo of yourself, put it in there. If you already have a resume built, put that in there. These are things that will help a person get to know you. At some point in the future, many of you are hoping to be pastors or be involved with the church at some point, and you may need to move on. So here's a site where you can point somebody to, and they can get to know you just a little bit. A brief bio, update or copied into one place in the course introduction. So you can copy what you put in your course introduction and put it in this e-portfolio. What do you hope to do with your degree? Upload your all of your assessment learnings, your VARC, your Kersey Bates, and your values alignments. So you were told in the previous week to go ahead and make a copy of those. Hopefully you did. You can always upload them here. Then you have your discussion board. You will have a discussion board weekly. The one thing I want to tell you about discussion boards is be sure to, as I mentioned in the introduction to the course, that you need to go ahead and try to respond to the discussion board by Friday, so that gives your peers times to read and respond to you. Don't forget, the discussion board is like an online written conversation. So if somebody responds to you, if you have the opportunity, we want you to go ahead and write back to them. It's a conversation. If somebody says something to you, you don't normally just walk away from that conversation. You usually respond in some manner. So that's kind of the way we want you to look at the discussion boards. And then finally, here are the resources. If you click on the link, it will go ahead and take you to a page where you can download the 2 files that were listed in the reading, the philosophy of learning, and the hack article. Okay, that's it for now. I think if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Have a great week too.